What's up, guys? Yogizilla here. This is episode 149 of HorsePLAY Live Uncut. Today's theme is going to be Xbox One and PC oldies but goodies. We'll also talk about the Nintendo Switch, since that seems to be on everybody's mind now. And some other news items here and there. Of course, a little fantasy football talk and lots of rants and shenanigans. Yep, that's about it in a nutshell. Obi's here lurking, tinkering. I hear him clicking stuff. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something.
I'm here. I'm just kind of making sure I got everything set up on my end with my mic and all that, because I use my headset every other time, but then when I do podcasts...
What was that?
That's Fatal in the background.
Oh, okay. I was making sure. Like, you sounded like a Fatal for a second, but you sounded far away. So yeah, this weekend.
Yeah.
I found out my son does have it pre-ordered. The reason he asked me if I had it is because he wanted to see if I could play with him. But the only way to get guaranteed access to the Infinite Warfare, I still kind of hate that name, beta, is to pre-order it. So maybe I should have just cheated, pre-ordered it, and then canceled, like everyone else does. My gameplay is actually
what a dick.
quite full. Well, everybody does that, you know? They pre-order, get the free thing, then cancel.
Wow.
It's just the way the system's set up.
I guess so.
I'm not saying it's right, but...
It ain't right.
Ooh, man, I'm a little beat.
Right.
I had a very rich dinner, and I'm processing it right now. If you know what I mean.
Okay. Not really, but, I think you're talking about... I don't even know what you're talking about. You're kind of scared me, actually.
I got the gurgles, you know? The bubblies.
Oh, that sucks, bro.
Hey,
What's
Rick
up, guys, here on
house.
Geeky Antics? We're getting ready to, we're just kind of, having some little few minutes of banter and then start with the show. So you guys just kind of stay tuned. We'll be started here in a few minutes, of course. Obi-Wan X2, our TSC Obi-Wan, and then Yogizilla, the man, he's here as well. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be starting here in a few minutes. Just kind of, you guys are here in chat, banter with us. It's fine. We're just kind of bullshitting right now. Getting ready to start the show.
Word.
I can't figure out. I gotta find a tight end. Seriously.
Tight ends. That's an interesting topic. We'll tackle that a bit tonight. But yeah.
You're so freaking dirty, man.
Who's dirty?
You.
Because I'm holding on to two of the best tight ends in the league.
Who you got?
I think in our league I have Martellus Bennett and Kyle Rudolph.
You couldn't loan me one of those guys for this week, even though we're playing each other.
You can stream off waivers. There's plenty of serviceable people on there.
Yeah, but I don't know. Usually I get my, we talk football, me and you do, but since we're playing each other, I don't know if you want to talk too much today, because I might just kind of be like, oh, okay, let me pick him up.
Nah, I'm not gonna be stingy. I already made all my waiver wire moves.
And end up making, a really close game instead of the blowout it's going to be, I'm actually I'm doing research on other websites, and I really can't find a good one anywhere, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of coverage out there, and you have to take it all with a grain of salt. I mean, if you look up a fantasy football podcast, Jesus, there's at least 50 of them. It's a lot crowded, a lot more crowded than see websites that play music.
What was that?
It's a website.
Is that you?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, what is turned on? What is turned on right now?
Yeah. I closed that shit quick. You don't autoplay. You can autoplay a video, but don't autoplay the audio. Come on now. That's how I close your website, with the quickness. See, I try to give some of these smaller sites a shot.
You got to turn that auto. What do you use? You use Google
Oh yeah, I don't use the
or
no script
Firefox
though.
or?
I don't block ads or anything like that.
No, it's not even. I mean, don't get me wrong. I use ad blocker because there's just some things I don't want. But like there's options in your actual browser windows that you can actually turn off autoplay. That's just when a website comes up, it'll stop the autoplay. That's all it's for.
Yeah, that's true.
Because and then you get what you get like that. It's not an ad blocker. I mean, I run my share of ad blockers. I mean, there's certain, people that are like on YouTube or that stream over there that I know, or which is getting bigger by a lot of people are starting to get fed up with Twitch.
Yeah, it's been a long time in the making, and they're not the only Coke in the desert now, so they gotta step up the game, son.
YouTube's actually putting internal editors in to where you can just, it's like an instant.
They've always had that though. They had their little
but better ones.
Thing. Oh yeah.
But like a better video studio to where like after you're done with your stream on there, you can go in there and you can, like, what it would take for me to take my footage, pull it off there, put it in an editor, and then edit it, render it, put it back on my computer, and then upload it to YouTube. It's all, I mean, it's just like you're taking away like one or two steps to making, especially if you're going to be doing videos and you still want to stream at the same time, dude, why not?
Yep. Hey, BFT in the house. Yeah, the cat emote. Did Blue just meow? Did I miss it? Yeah, but I got some tight end picks for you. I got you, yo.
No, dude, I'm good. I'll talk to Fatal later about it. He's trying to give me picks.
I'll give you good ones. The hell? I
He's trying to get.
I even have an article to.
Even though I'm playing against him,
Okay.
he's trying to give me. He's giving me picks that are gonna go bogged down like trash this week, probably.
Nah.
It's like, oh yeah, man, this guy's been doing awesome. Pick him up. Hey man, we need to talk about a trade. Trade you one of my wide receivers that I have right now. Do you have a second tight end? Can I borrow him for a week?
Well, this week
We trade him, give him back. Because I have Greg Colson. He's the best tight end in the NFL. So like he's on a bye week this week. So we need to make a deal because I'm playing Yogi, dude. I got to try to get. I shouldn't have kicked out Matt Stafford's problem. Oh, I thought you had two of them. Oh, but the other guy is playing right now. The other guy is playing you right now. Then. Son of a bitch. All right, I gotta find somebody. Well, see, there's a whole list of people on here that got some pretty consistent fantasy point, but I just don't know like matchups. I don't know we'll talk later off stream, and we'll see what matchups are what, and because you can kind of judge on the matchup. No, she's still not running the quarterback. She's gonna go the whole season and not run a quarterback, and I'm gonna laugh if she's got a better score than anybody.
Yeah, that's killing me. She's got all these great players that I could even use on my team, and she's just letting them sit there. It's so sad. And she actually benefited from trading her Cam Newton for Drew Brees because Cam Newton got dinged up, and the Panthers are not the Panthers we saw last season. So, but she's not starting your quarterback. Like, this is people. And I want to go.
I don't know who to pull.
But
Like, there's a couple players that I really have been looking at and watching them actually, but I don't know if they're. I don't know. Let's start the show.
all right, let me know when you start, and I'll cue up music. And people, get better time management skills. Damn it doesn't take much to start up an app and drag and drop some stuff. Jesus, you don't have to work the waiver wire. She's got a freaking killer squad, and she's got her best players benched. It makes me cry.
I know. I'm gonna try to like just message her on everything and be like, "Hey, trade me your players."
Oh my God, that's what happens in a typical game of Monopoly. One person gets fed up, and they just trade all their shit to another player, despite the player that's winning.
Yeah, I know. Hey, just start the music. We're good. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Good intro to the show.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, here we go.
You are listening to an All Games Radio Network broadcast of AllGames.com.
Hi, this is Normie from Knuckleballer Radio and Zombie Cast, and you're listening to one of my favorite shows on the Geeky Antics Network. Don't forget to check out the rest of the gang over at geekyantics.net. Warning, there might be rants and food ahead and possibly inappropriate behavior. Don't tell anybody though.
Put that coffee down.
Calling all film fans, want to add a little more fun to your podcast diet? Well, why not listen to the 365 Flicks podcast, where the lads from Smallville, UK.
We love to bring you the latest news, our own special brand of meaningless movie nonsense, as well as a bunch of top fives you really won't care about.
I'm Kev.
I'm Chris.
We're pissy.
We're fanboys.
We're having another beer.
We're the 365 Flicks podcast.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, iTunes, Podomatic, and many, many others.
Also look for us on musingsofageek.com and wickedradionetwork.com.
Sick of listening to all those overpaid movie critics?
Then tune into the 365 Flicks podcast, your vocal heroes of pissy opinion.
What's up, all you geeks, ninjas, robots, and whoever else listens to this damn show? It's HorsePLAY Live. Today is Thursday, October 20th, 2016, and it's episode 149, titled Xbox One and PC Oldies, but Goodies. Tonight we're going to continue our brief discussion on, well, it ain't going to be brief, I can tell you that much right. We're going to talk some more fantasy football, and even talking into some TV, some Xbox, community gaming. And of course, we're always rallying and always talking about Extra Life. Don't forget, guys, it's a really good cause. We'll talk about it here a little bit more. But before we get into all that fun ahead, of course, I'm always Giant. He hasn't said nothing so far, which is really, I'm like freaking out right now. See if he's dead or something. But everybody knows him. You guys all know him, guys. The creator. I don't know how I want to say this. The man behind the scenes, Yogizilla. What's up, dude? I was like, I'm going to say no, I forgot. We don't do that no more. What's up,
dude? You can say whatever you want. When you said the owner that one time, I was in the mindset, and it had nothing to do with what you said. It was just a conversation I had with people, and I was like, just because someone owns a business doesn't mean the employees or the partners or the contributors can't benefit, you know? It's not my thing. It's community-driven organizations, you know? Yeah.
But you took it like, oh my God, don't call me the owner. You're the owner. You're founding members, one of the founding members.
So bad.
Hey, look who it is.
No, I'm serious. You say it like it's a bad taste in someone's mouth because someone is actually like trying to make sure the lights stay on for everyone they love doesn't mean they're trying to be worshipped and shit.
IBLoud, ladies and gentlemen, a ninja. She just popped in here like, boom! I'm part of the show. I love it. No, just to be clear, I don't hate the title. It's just that people misconstrue things. Like whenever they look at an organization and there's monetary gain, they automatically assume, well, it's about that person, not everyone else. And it doesn't have to be that way. That's the way business usually is, unfortunately. But we're doing something different.
No, I'm going to need you to be a CEO and listen, you visionary. You know what I said.
You sound really low for some reason, by the way.
Because I wasn't trying to yell. The point remains. When you are a CEO, that means you have a different personality set. You are a visionary. You see 5 miles in front of everybody else. You see things that haven't happened yet. And not everybody has that superpower. So when you do certain things, it's literally to them like, I have no clue where that came from because they can't see 5 minutes past where they are. It's not because they don't want to, it's just not their superpower. So the hard part about being the leader, when you are a true leader who understands being a leader means you're more of a servant than an actual deity, you have to understand people don't see the world the way you do.
And that's exactly why I anticipate those needs and I try to be as transparent as possible.
No, you need to stop anticipating and just be you. That's the problem. You answer a question before someone's even formulated the thought. I have been taught this lesson so severely lately, it's literally hard to deal with, but the truth remains. Stop anticipating what you think someone's going to say and let them have the respect of them actually saying it to you, because for them, thought actually has to be expressed verbally. You literally look like you listened instead of waiting for them to stop talking so you can respond, because they can't process it as fast as you can. And sometimes you might actually get lucky and hear something you didn't expect that would actually soften your response because you listened.
But those are not mutually exclusive. By the way, we don't want to get caught up in this in our intro. What I will say though, marketing teaches us to anticipate needs and control a message. And yeah, that doesn't mean you don't listen. That's the problem. People think it's a either or position. You gotta listen.
When you are the personalities that you, I, and when OB is not being pissed off at me are, we create the trend because we are the trend.
I'm not mad at you.
We talk. Oh yeah. Oh, how you know? Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth now? Because I'm probably as fucked up. Anyway.
Oh my! It's gonna be one of those nights, folks.
No, it's not. We don't have fun, motherfuckers. That's what
it's been like what, 2-3 months since you've been on the show.
Oh, and by the way, I tried to change my persona from IBLoud because it was too disruptive to Lotter Sinjin, which is a little more honest to the point. Loki's wife. That's the crazy bitch that literally thinks she can change the god of mischief. That's a nuts bitch. He's off her rocker. But hey, she's loyal. That's me.
I can't stand Loki because he's an asshole opportunist in the game of Smite. Always sneaking up on you and getting little bitch slaps in and then running away. What an asshole.
Yeah, I know.
Loki players, I'm looking at you. Stop playing cheap heroes like freaking Loki and Thor.
being a girl gamer, since I'm such the fucking healer, the fact that he's such a hated thief motherfucker, when I come in and go, oh, you like to see me. This is a good look. I am Loki's wife.
You keep
I
him
am
in check.
not a simple support. Fuck you. I am not the girl gamer stereotype. I am the crazy Harley Quinn-esque thinking chick that knows when to heal and when to let your ass die. That's me. And I heal the craziest motherfuckers. You know why? Because it makes the game interesting. What's up? How you doing, Obi?
Great. How are you doing?
Fucking mad as fuck at you. Oh, shit. Are we supposed to be able to swear on this time?
Yeah, that. I gave up a long time ago trying to keep the shows clean. It's not like we're trying to go on iHeartRadio. The opportunity was there, but I was like, yeah, I can't keep people.
Howard Stern, that's where I raised. Howard Stern, that's not.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Bump that
yeah,
mess.
we try and say that bullshit one more time. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Wow. How did I? Why are you mad at me? What did
Really? As high as your butt can get when you are medicated because you've had an exceptionally really rough day, and people other than me don't understand that's actually medicine, and if you were doing the medicine, you'd probably be like Columbine and shit. Just say, I didn't understand what you said, you were kind of fucked up. Bitch, I'm gonna need you to suck on these balls right here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's what I said.
IBLoud has a big old dick, apparently.
Every woman has a dick. It's just how big she lets it hang out.
That's
To get
true.
real. You love it, Yogi. Why you pretend?
You wake up in the morning, you wonder why your forehead's sore. Yep, that just happened.
Right? That's just happened. That dot in your forehead, that wasn't just Indians. That means you hit it correctly.
So,
You miss me, you know it.
of course, I always miss you. We all miss
I
you.
missed you too. No, I missed you too. Literally. No. So, we need like 20 seconds. Earlier today, I literally was smiling when I said that because seriously, told no bullshit. I was smiling because you were the first person I thought of. Real talk. So, yeah, like I have been for the past week, and like I haven't talked to Yogi ever. It's not been purposeful. I just literally needed that to be on open air.
Well,
For real.
you missed a lot.
You know
For
why I said
example,
that.
OB
But you know
got
why I
a
said
job.
that, right?
Did you hear about OB's gig in the video game industry?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what you're gonna do with this shit though.
No, listen, this is big news. OB, they modeled a character in an Ubisoft.
His story. Stop.
Listen. They modeled a character
you tell me.
after OB in
Tell me. No.
an Ubisoft
Tell me.
video game.
No.
Listen,
No.
it's important. Look,
Yogi.
look at
Obi said.
look right here. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Shut up. No. Let Obi tell me. Shut up. Obi.
OB's
What's he trying to tell me?
OB's very
Shut
humble.
I have no idea.
Obi.
I'm looking at it too. You son of a
Bullshit.
bitch.
What's he trying to? Shut up.
You son of a bitch.
Shut the fuck up. Tell me, Obi. I ain't even looking at him.
I see him over there. You son of a bitch. Fuck you.
No, you tell me. Because all
It's in
I'm
chat.
saying is
It's in-
misjudging. I'm not clicking the shit. You tell me. No.
I have no idea what he's even talking about. And then I click on it, it's Ghost Recon
I'm
Wildland.
about to mute your ass.
Look, that's Obi. Look at that side profile. Look at that beard and pasty white skin.
Click the link.
Oh, I got it. I see it now.
That's Obi. Obi's fucking
Yeah,
famous now.
no. If you want me to do that, there was a video feed on my Facebook that talked about the beard being majestic and beardless motherfuckers, and I thought of Obi and I was going to send it to him, but I was so pissed off at them. I was like, okay.
The beard movement is real. Dude, this guy is straight up Obi though. Though you
No,
also,
I have not looked at none of them. Obi, what am I looking at? I ain't looking at shit. You gonna tell me.
It's not like I'm sending you a dick pic or anything.
I'll tell it. Hey, hold on. Shut up. It's just a
Yo,
picture.
be quiet.
It's just a picture of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wetlands or Wildlands. It's the new game cover that's coming out in March, and there's a guy that's standing there with looks to be like an M4 all souped up with ammo and all cool shit on there, with a hat, and it has a big old long beard, and it's like a side profile, and he's like, oh, that looks like Obi just because he has a beard. That's what he's.
Dude, you like to have a big gun. What are you putting?
It looks just like him. You also look like Blackbeard in Siege.
You have a big gun and you're gonna like sidestep it? What? Okay, stop talking. Yogi, what's up? My nigga, how you doing? Because Obi obviously done lost his damn mind. What's up? What are we supposed to be talking about, by the way?
I don't know. You keep asking me questions I have no clue about.
Yeah, we're still in the intro, trying to get to our segments. But
well, why don't you do the segments? I will mute my shit because seriously, what?
We're getting there. But I wanted to say, I don't know if you guys noticed, but people are dusting off like some old stuff. Like I saw people playing Payday 2. GTA 5 is getting popular again, even though I don't understand why that price won't drop. Like
H1Z1's getting popular again too.
The Note 7, they shut down the mod of making that a bomb. I was like, I couldn't stop laughing for 20 minutes.
I have
you
to
didn't
turn.
hear about this.
What kind of mic are you on right now? You sound so low. I had to turn you up to 170% on Discord.
Oh my god! I have my headset on.
IBLoud. I be quiet. I be quiet. That's your name now.
Oh my god! Hold it. Wait.
I have it at 170% now. Now you're a little better.
I don't know what's wrong. Stop! I keep. Okay,
You sure you're in the headset? It sounds like you're on.
I'm gonna need you to suck a little bit. Yes, I'm on a headset. Yes.
No, but it sounds like you have the headset on, but your laptop or computer microphone, the built-in one, is the default. That happens sometimes.
Well, yeah, that's why I said because I'm a little goofy.
Beauty says you sound very robotic. Well, she actually is a robot. She's a sex bot.
I am. I'm a freaking.
No, a fembot. You're a fembot from Austin Powers.
Cylon. Get it right.
The fembot. You
I'm
shoot.
the hot chick on Lucifer. I am a Cylon.
Oh, you're the what's her name? Oh God, I forgot her name. The one that likes to. Is it Cassie? The one that likes to do torture?
No, that's Mizikine.
Mizikine. There you go. Oh, they call her Mazzy for short. That's it. But and then now they have the girl from Battlestar Galactica on there. What's her name? Trisha Helfer. Huh? What? Hello.
Hey, IBLoud.
IBLoud. She said, "Hold on."
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna. You might want to get on Discord for a minute.
I'm just
say hi to me.
There we go. Oh, another game I was surprised to see a lot more people playing now. Maybe because the price dropped. I gotta check what the price is at right now. But Battleborn, which it's still a game I'm interested in. And and Evolve, that's coming back.
What about Evolve?
Let me check the price on Battleborn. They must have had some sales.
Okay, did that help?
Nope, it's not the same. Yeah, Battleborn, physical copy. $20.
Wait, Fatal just joined. Hello. Fatal, you better speak.
What? Squirrel says what? What?
I don't know where boo-boo. We totally just took this whole podcast over.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Look at her butt.
So let's talk about Extra Life real quick. Just a quick reminder. We need donations. It's not for us. It's not going to some suits or anything crazy or notorious. It's not going to $800 gaming chair or a $200 hair comb or anything extravagant or silly like that. It's going for the kids, for children with medical needs. It's a good cause. I think everybody should be able to get behind that. Imagine if you were medical.
We can talk about?
What the what?
if it's going to the kids, you know any of them? They might want to hear some of the kids you met.
Yeah, you know, I think even if I did a Sally Struthers video, video montage, like kissing babies and shaking hands and playing
No,
games
don't
with
do
kids,
the Donald Trump thing.
you know, people wouldn't care.
No, it's just more like the life to let people know you actually did your due diligence and it's going to actually get to families who really need it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to sound jaded, but I think people are just so caught up with other stuff. They don't care about causes. Like, it's sad, but that's the world we live in.
No, I don't think that's true. I really don't.
But for those that do care, geekyantics.net/extra life. Any amount will help. If you give up a cup of coffee, maybe eat out less, you know, that's why you could divert those funds to something else that's a good cause. You know, feel better about yourself, and then go back to being a douchebag if you want. You know, that's cool. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you're not. It's not. Really, it's not funny. No, you do it all the time. It's not funny.
So I got a couple of extra
I
surprises.
don't. I can't. Hi, Beta.
Hi. I got a couple extra surprises that'll be going on during the Extra Life stream, too, so make sure you guys tune in for that as well.
Well, and we also need everyone that's going to stream, or at least might stream, even if you're 1% gonna, like a 1% chance that you'll stream. Sign up for the team. It costs you nothing. Get on the roster, because that's part of the thing. Like people know that we have a massive audience. That
Can I get nipples?
The what?
Can I get nipples? Nipple pics.
I don't know. I don't know if Children's Miracle Network will be a fan of that. That would not be a good incentive.
That'll be a fan of you.
And I was like, yeah, donate to Extra Life and get sexy pictures on Snapchat. And then that works out, because then no one has proof, you know? Because,
exactly.
Pictures self-destruct. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, because you know you're a hacker. Do that shit. Yeah.
Then that'll be the next scandal. Extra Life leaked sex pictures. I can just see that. That'd be a great headline to be a part of. By the way, back to serious stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and be like Yogi, where it's like I'm gone for an hour.
geekyantics.net/extra life. Support it. All jokes and cynicism aside, it's a little effort. Whether you share our promos, join the team, donate, $10, $5, $1, whatever, something. Something's better than nothing. And we'll get that going. Don't forget, we got our Xbox Live Gaming Club, Geeky Antics Network. We got LFG set up for different games on there, Overwatch, Battlefront, all that kind of stuff.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, that there you go. Any game you can think of, we have LFGs for it and people playing.
I just want to let everybody know that Yogi said that he hates Call of Duty earlier. So just to let you guys.
I did not say that. I said that. It's not like I hate Call of Duty. It's just not a game that excites me anymore.
No, you didn't say it like that.
No, I cover my ass. Listen, don't try to put words in my mouth, you naughty little ginger, damn it. 2-page beard spread. That's an incentive that BFT would like to see. Perhaps a beard calendar, bearded men or bearded women even. We don't discriminate. Or bearded dragons.
Yeah,
whatever species you are or gender, show off your beard. That could be a good thing.
Nay.
Yeah, you like that? The Geeky Antics beard special, kind of like we could do like a Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, but with beards instead. Yeah, I can see it. I totally see it.
I can't.
You can't? Why? You can't, or you won't?
Just can't.
Oh, okay.
Either.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Big difference.
Well, both then.
Okay, sure. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wink. Wink.
Oh, Facebook. We got a bunch of Facebook groups for different types of people. We got the Elder Scrolls Online group that's dedicated because those folks live in their own world, and I love them. But I had to separate myself from that game because it's just such a time sink. And that's MMOs for you. But I mean, we have 200 plus members, and I mean that group is like they eat, sleep, breathe, drink, shit out Elder Scrolls all day long. And so if you want that, Elder Scrolls, the Geeky Antics Elder Scrolls page is there. We got the PC and Xbox One gaming community for everything else under the sun. And the Fantasy Football and Sports Theory Craft for sexy, smart, casual players. Look at that. That covers so many different
Well,
umbrellas.
I guess I need to get the fuck out of there.
Emphasis on the smart, because smart is
You're
sexy.
good. He said casual.
I'm not a casual player. Shut your mouth.
I know. Compared to me, you're like definitely casual.
I've been playing so much Call of Duty, I couldn't help but fire shots.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Those are the early plugs. What have you guys been up to? Fado?
Been working on the org more, pushing that forward as much as possible. We get the
org,
everything
of course, is
finalized.
TSC, Top Star Esports.
Yeah. Yep, Top Star Esports, and moving forward with that, just slowly getting step by step what we need to have and do, and taking care of starting to look at where we're going to get shirts from and stuff like that, and just all around just moving forward.
I've been on that battle rap grind. I'm really looking forward to Team Organic versus Team Gully coming up on Saturday. Battle at the Bunker. I think that's going to be amazing. Cheering for the whole Carter Deems versus the Source matchup. I think that'll be amazing. Getting a lot of things working for Extra Life. I know you were kind of trying to move away from it, but I'm not even kidding. I've been on that grind for Extra Life, setting up surprises, special guests, secret donation goals that will be leading to secret guests doing some cool stuff. Things like that. A lot of it, even Yogi doesn't know about because it's impossible to get a hold of him sometimes. But he will learn more about it after this show, hopefully, so I can get a hold of him.
Damn, that was a low blow, bro.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, I could go out there and I could tell all the people it's super easy to reach everybody whenever, but we're all grown adults with busy individual lives, so we try to get everything in when we can. Hashtag grown-up stuff.
Email. It's still a thing, and I still check mine.
Email. It's not 1990.
And Facebook. I'm on there all the time. Facebook Messenger.
I'm sorry, it's also not 2001.
Okay, text messaging, is that still cool?
I guess I barely keep my cell phone even charged anymore because I use stuff like,
we know
Twitter and Discord.
We know, Fado.
We know, yeah. He's got you there because we know, if you're not on any social media, you don't want to be found because your phone doesn't work. It works. I'm sorry. Let me explain. You ignore your phone.
I mean,
don't
get me wrong.
I want to prove something. Obi, you're standing 4 feet away from me. You see this right here? Look.
I'm not standing 4 feet away from you.
Okay, you are sitting 4 feet away from me. Look right here. You see that button? That's my power button. Tell me what happens. I'm holding it.
Yeah, I know. It's dead because...
Exactly. I don't use it.
You don't care.
About my phone? Not particularly. If anyone important has to get a hold of me, they know my social media.
Yeah, I feel you. My phone is just a data device at this point. Because most of the phone calls I get are usually bullshit or a client that's trying to circumvent their contractual parameters.
Now, is this partially because the data on your phone is cheaper than your internet bill through Comcast? Or
Bazinga.
I'm telling you, I'm firing shots everywhere today. No one is safe.
I think last I checked, I had 100+ gigs of bandwidth used on my cell phone, and I'm still getting nice throughput. Suck on that, Comcast. It's 100 gigs.
Yeah,
that
but
won't
it's
be
on
using
your
network.
phone. You can't do.
Yeah, but that's when I'm winding down for the day or I'm about to take a nap. I watch a couple of shows, you know, stream Twitch, and it's not going off my home network, so they're not running the meter. It's not a freaking Massachusetts taxi cab. You take a cab in freaking Massachusetts, Jesus, they will rape you. Yeah, he take me to Worcester, and then they take you there, and it's like a 15-minute ride, $300. Like, what? Man, I should have just walked that shit. Don't take cabs in Massachusetts. It truly is a mass of two shits. Except for BFT, he's cool. Everybody else, well, the jury's still out. New England Patriots suck.
Wow.
And Red Sox
Low
suck.
blows all tonight.
That's
Like,
right.
he's trying to shoot back, but he's missing horribly. I'm just saying. Tonight on the show, guys, we're going to cover a little bit of light news because politics and BS are taking over the headlines.
No.
No, there won't be any politics.
Thank you.
Make it be clear. It's pronounced Worcester. Worcester.
Of course, we're going to talk some light football, fantasy, see what kind of fantasy players out there. Basically, we're going to help Obi to get a tight end for this week because he's already getting his ass kicked.
That means you need my
I'm a
team.
fantasy football player, not a miracle worker.
Shut
Yeah,
the
that means
fuck
you
up.
need my team.
What?
My team is whooping your ass.
And IBLoud won't trade with me. What a bum.
I tried. It wouldn't let me. I tried. It didn't let me.
Don't do it loud. It's probably a trap. It's probably
I
trying to
know,
get.
which is why it didn't let me. I tried.
No.
It wasn't gonna happen.
Was he trying
I
to try to
wanted
get,
players.
Like,
She was
for a
sitting-
kicker or some shit?
No, she was sitting her players on the bench. I'm figuring she doesn't care about them, so I'm like, hey, hook me up. I'll give you this because you don't have that.
I tried to give it to him. No, I'm serious. I tried to give it to him. The system said, nah.
Because
I
it probably
swear to God.
it expired.
Oh, God. No. As soon as I saw it, I tried to give it to you. It's like, no worries.
See, you know you screwed up when even the auto GM is like collusion. I'm not going to allow it. Collusion.
Exactly. Fatal Blades is the only person who understands what I'm saying. I love you, Fatal.
Anyway, BFT said that we should switch to a cup and string system. Just wanted to put that out there. Okay, what else we got on the show?
Means. What? Oh, is that how bad I am?
No, but that's funny now they say it. No, in reference to the fact that I'm supposedly hard to get a hold of.
You are when you want to be some kind of way and you talk about my ass.
I would love to use cup and string, but unfortunately the only string dealer available in Yogi's area is Comcast. And their overage rates are just too damn expensive.
I'm in Xfinity land. You are so suffering. I sent you instructions on how to come where I'm at, Yogi. You just want to be suffered. But it's cold though, which is 10 up here, so I don't know what to tell you. And it ain't even got as cold as it's gonna get, so seriously. I don't know what to say.
Obi, what else we got on the show?
Obi!
We're also going to talk about what we've been watching and playing. Did we
What you been
mention
watching?
Extra Life? Of course, you guys could join, considering at least comment, share, donate if you'd like to. Consider joining our stream team, geekyantics.net/extra life. If you're listening to us live, come join us in our chat rooms over at allgames.com. And, of course, right here at twitch.tv/geekyantics. Better yet, come join us in Discord, guys. We have a new server. The link will be in chat. Or if you'd like to check that link out by yourself or yourself, !Discord in chat, and you guys can join us right here on the podcast. By the way, if you guys are new to the show, welcome to the gang. What's the gang? Not yet.
No, I
Geeky Antics Network Global. The gang is what we lovingly call our community here at Geeky Antics. Hashtag Geeks Unite. Hashtag Modern Family. This show is about you guys. It is. It really is. It's all about you. Awesome geeks, gamers, content creators that help the little guys to have a voice. Yeah.
But they gotta
And of
speak.
course, what?
But they gotta speak.
What did you say? I couldn't hear. Say it again.
Really? I'm that low? I'm damn near screaming over here.
Say that again.
Aspinter says what?
Well then.
Dick sound for Harambe? What?
Damn. Yeah. HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play, and this happens. We are the flagship talk radio show for Geek Antics Network in collaboration with AllGames.com, Tangent Bound Network, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, and a lot more. Our show covers all the aspects of geek culture with a special focus on indie and strategy games, technologies, rants,
Help us.
and of course, geeks. What?
We need money. They're the only ones who pay us.
I think
And of course,
IBLoud is lit right now.
issues that geeks face daily, and of course, community events we try to put on or be a part of ourselves.
You want me to make this entertaining, right? If I was boring, you wouldn't even like me.
I know. But let us get through our spiel first.
Wait a
Opie
minute.
trips up as it
Envy.
is.
Cupcake Envy. That's why you love her so much. She's so hot. When she bounces on her bounce. Ooh.
Yogi, tell everybody a bit more about the show.
Guys, if you can't tell, we are live and uncut. And we pretty much have no rules of engagement. People take advantage of
When
that.
IBLoud is on the building.
So crazy the crazy thing is can and will
Speaking on the
happen.
stream.
You might have IBLoud cutting off people in the background. The clipping is real. With a robot mic. I am IBLoud. I come from another planet.
I'm gonna mute. Fucking.
Aww, Ivy. Don't be like that, IBLoud. You see, you're always gonna be
Why you
IBLoud.
gotta keep teasing me? Why you gotta keep teasing me?
Because you do it to us.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm. So, folks, we ask that you just have sit back, listen to us, or stand up, whatever you're doing, drive, wherever you're at. Enjoy us, come along for the ride, keep an open mind, have fun. Remember, this is HorsePLAY. With a name like that, you can only expect 4 things: horses, furries, bronies, and shenanigans. And we're trying to stick with the latter, because the other stuff, well, we don't really judge, but not really our thing.
Well, from my time doing tech support for Xbox, I just have to figure out how to get more people here because literally they love this. Oh.
Console gamers are very weird, and I've talked to so many of them. We're gonna get into that, but it's
How do we get there?
especially now with how much the consoles are like computers. A lot of console gamers won't even touch their computer. So you say visit a website or listen to a podcast. If they can't do it on their console, they're like herp-a-derp. It's scary. It's pretty scary.
Can I give you a secret? I need to give you a secret.
What's the secret? That people are dumb? I know that already.
A console is just a dedicated gaming PC. It's still a PC. All games are born on a PC. This is why Microsoft made Windows 10 and Xbox One one system. Because, hello! They decided to tell marketing, you're stupid, and we're trying to dick them with you. So, we're going to tell people the truth. You're on the same goddamn system.
Yeah, I don't feel that much of a secret
You're
anymore.
paying $600 for something that, hardware-wise, you can get for $450 all day, and make the console look how you want. I mean, you can get the Design Labs Xbox console controller. Customize however you want. On a PC. Hello, people, it's the same shit. Really?
Yeah, but now Xbox Ones are like, you can get them for $200 to $300, so.
No, not when you go for the new Slim that's got the higher graphics card. Are you stupid?
The S is like $350 tops. They dropped the price. It's really competitive.
Yeah, and have you looked at the price of the video card that's in that bad motherfucker?
Is it? The initial buy-in for console now is dirt cheap. Now the total cost of ownership, that's a whole other thing. That's where consoles get you. But yeah, look, Xbox One S, 1 terabyte, $326. That's on Amazon. That's dirt cheap. It's a good value.
Well, you need to speak on that.
Huh?
You need to speak on that.
Speak on what?
Oh my god, that hardware-wise, if you're going to be a gamer and you don't want to deal with the dick shit, get the console, fuck the laptop, because it's going to have the video card you want. And here's how it works for you. If you have a laptop, then buy the game and play anywhere in the world. Might be $5 more. Who cares? You can play on either one. Whatever. I'm just saying.
Yeah, play anywhere is a good deal. You could pick up where you left off.
People know how to do it. Because most people don't know that they can take their Xbox One controller and sync it to their Windows 10 computer so they can play on either one. Most people don't seem to realize that. One system, Ella. They don't know how it works. You should tell them.
Well, we've been saying this from the beginning. The whole reason they call it Xbox One is because it's one big ecosystem. They're treating it as a platform, not a device.
But it started that way. So now that it's finally reached its evolution, people don't know that. I used to talk to them every day. They don't know. And they don't know if you want to play with people who are a lot like you, so you can have fun and not get banned, join a clan. And they used to go, how do I find them? Here's how. So I'm just saying, Yogi. Whatever.
I gotcha.
Okay,
So, Obi.
so now that you got me, I'm going to bed because Obi, I love you.
Love you too.
Good night.
Nice to finally actually talk to you again.
Whatever.
So, Obi, when can people listen to us?
Whatever the fuck they want, because they can go down on Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, and they can download us anytime.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Tell me more.
Did you like that? All right, I gotta switch back over to my other screen.
Don't forget Player FM. Mad props to Player FM. They they invited us early on, and they have done a lot of stuff to fix that app up and add more functionality. It's looking really sexy.
I was setting up my buttons on my controller for Call of Duty.
Duty.
Sorry.
You said duty.
HorsePLAY Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. GMT on Twitch channels Geeky Antics, and simulcasted right here on... again on YogiZilla's channel. God damn. And that's for those that have mobile or really shiny connections. HorsePLAY Live Replay is also available on Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on the network that started G4 TV. That's All Games Radio Network, and of course, allgames.com. Go check them out, guys. Go see them. Even if you don't want to listen to us, you can go listen to other people. It's fine. Yeah.
True story.
Mm-hmm.
So, Obi, are you ready for some news?
No.
No? Wow. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, I know. And now, it's time for The obligatory news and rant.
Ding. So, this week, I think one of the most noteworthy things is that apparently Ubisoft got hacked. But there's no official statement. Nothing came through on our news feeds and a PR wire, nothing. So, the news machines weren't, printing out anything special. Just generic messages. We're looking into it. It was interesting because they had their mobile apps, their websites, their game servers, pretty much everything online shut down. Very fishy. Oops. Very fishy indeed. Sorry, I switched channel by accident. But, so I was looking at that, I'm like, I don't know what's going on there. But what's even funnier to me, besides the way they handled it, very PC, very safe. Oh, IBLoud left. Aw. But, the entitled gamers. And I was reminded by just looking at all the comments on the Ubisoft support forums and on their Facebook group and just looking at all the comments people were leaving and all the different threads. I was reminded how people really don't read anymore. They don't really bother to educate themselves. And people really have no clue how much work it is to run an enterprise network, let alone an enterprise business. So, being in hand, I'm thinking full-on hack, not just DDoS, because all their shit went down. Like, that has to be a very deep-rooted issue. The DDoS couldn't take an enterprise network down like that. That was crazy. So, I don't want to spread rumors, but they responded quickly. They got everything up pretty fast. People were complaining, of course. I haven't been able to play Far Cry for 4 hours. I haven't been able to play Siege. And everybody acted like they were the only one affected. Like, oh, my rank went down to 1. My level's 0. Oh, the game's broken. Can you fix this? And it's like, and they redressed it. It says, we are aware of the issues affecting all games and online services. Please stand by for further details. And they say, oh, herpaderp, I got a problem. I can't get online. Did you not just read what it said? Jesus Christ. And usually I'm forced defending the little guy.
Dude, you need to go down. You're gonna have you're gonna hurt yourself.
No, it's just the ignorance, man. Like that entitlement. It's just, Ubisoft's not gonna. They're not gonna freaking keel over. They're in a good place. They're a big company. They're not. I want to say they're a mega corporation, but they're up there. They're no slouch. And I think sometimes it's unfair to, I beat up on the big companies when they fuck up, but in this case, it wasn't them fucking up. Yeah, no one knows how to read anymore. Exactly. Like, take a few seconds extra. Don't just read the first line and then just respond with the knee-jerk reaction. Because the answer is probably there already. Like, they even put...
though, this is the instant gratification era. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not working, I'm going to complain. Well, have you checked with support? Who's got time for that? I'm just going to complain.
Yeah, and I saw it, like, the pitchforks were coming out, and it was just becoming completely unproductive. It got to the point where I had to actually intervene, and Ubisoft thanked me for, like, handling it politely. But I was like, it's just ridiculous, because... Come on, people. Don't be so entitled.
Same thing happened to the IW beta for like the first day. They weren't prepared for everything to hit the way it did, allegedly. And servers didn't come up till like 5 hours after it was supposed to. People were ready to riot. A lot of people just whined, complained. And everybody who kept contacting support kept getting the automated bot messages back. And I was like, what's the point in that? Like, there's no real point. And, like, I'd see people put 4, 5, 6, 7 complaints down in the span of 5 minutes. Like, no joke, I'd watch them keep popping up and keep getting the same automated response.
Yep.
Like, it's madness. Like, if you know it's wrong, right? And all you do, like I said, I'm a social media guy. I go on Twitter and I go, oh, this is happening. Okay, well, let me find something else to do with my time for a little bit and come back to it.
Well, and this is the thing. Ubisoft was also, they had a Twitter, but I know a lot of people don't Twitter, you know, but they also had a forums thread linked from Facebook, which everybody's still pretty much on Facebook, and all they had to do was click on the forums post, and it was giving me a play-by-play, like pretty much every 20, 30 minutes of what was going on with the situation. So they were being very transparent, but no one was clicking on that link. Like, let me rehash what someone else said in this comment. All right, I don't spend ready to read the comments. It was hundreds of comments. It was ridiculous. It was actually probably more than
I blame Reddit. I think that's a Reddit thing. You know, Reddit is the first one to go into riot mode when anything goes wrong. Like, I swear to God, if you're watching the football game and the quarterback sneezes before he says hike, Reddit's got 40,000 posts of people going gesundheit. And then going, next time learn to throw a ball, sissy.
You know, I used to think...
snap the ball.
I used to think League of Legends was the most toxic place online, but Reddit definitely has it beat now. It's bad.
Not even close.
Even in the Christian...
all the League kids went to Reddit until Reddit gets patched.
Dude, oh my God. Even the Christian subreddits are toxic as fuck. Like, there's no refuge on there. You can go to the peaceful chat Reddit and everybody's like, fuck your mother! It's like, really? This is the Wild West. It's crazy. But, you know, I will say, like, there are times when I may come off as one of those entitled gamers, because there are things I will complain about. Like, with the beta, you have to understand there's going to be issues. With the online-only game, there's always going to be growing pains. But this wasn't a netcode thing. And I know, like Peter had said, that people don't like Ubisoft anymore. They're like, oh, Ubisoft, sell your game sell Rainbow Six Siege to EA. Yeah, that's a good business plan. Sell it to EA, who loves to pull the plug on projects constantly. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's an upgrade. Smart business savvy there, internet. You know.
I still haven't forgiven EA for when they pulled the plug on Time Splitters. So,
and Don
yeah, that's just. No, dude, like, Time Splitters was the last straw. I've not forgiven them since Time Splitters.
Yeah, and then in the same comments they were saying, oh, sell it to Vivendi. Sell your properties to Vivendi. Don't make online games anymore. This is the common thing, you know. Everybody was saying, don't do online, you don't touch the internet, you guys don't understand it. Well, obviously you do. Why don't you come in and consult on the situation, since apparently you understand netcode and enterprise internet infrastructure. You know, come on in, yeah, you know better. You know, it was great. One guy suggested sell to Vivendi, and it was broken English, and I realized he was like some guy in India or something, and he was like, what did he say? He was something like, your game suck. Please sell game to other company. Don't do internet. You suck much. Really bad. And then he said, sell Vivendi. They hire professionals. Vivendi, folks, is another company that has single-handedly destroyed thousands of games, including acquisitions from Sierra and other online services like Heat, Fuel, some other ones that don't come to mind. 10, you know, they've acquired tons of properties people loved. Also, what was there was a service it won't come to mind now, but all these like early online gaming services, they acquired the games and just pulled the plug on everything. Yeah, that's who you should sell the game to. EA, yeah, that's a bad idea. But Ubisoft has been responsive. They've listened to the community. Yeah, their netcode kind of stinks, but they actually have a dedicated team. You don't see that from a big company, having a dedicated team after launch, rolling out updates, listening to the community, and keeping things fresh. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege, and I know I keep talking about this game, but they've actually redone that UI and added all kinds of new bells and whistles and revitalized that game completely. It's crazy.
Activision does it.
Activision?
Activision does it. Yes, they do.
Not to the degree that Rainbow Six Siege has.
Come on. Yeah. See, I think this is where your argument goes more into fanboy.
No,
I agree they've done a lot of work, but they're not the only one by far. Because I mean, at the same time, you've got guys on Activision who are consistently working to improve things and take user feedback and implement things, modifying things. Like
I'm not being a fanboy, but it's not as evident as with what Ubisoft has done with Rainbow Six Siege, where they're treating it as a platform. And it's a whole different model, because with Activision, it's about nickel and diming with all the DLCs. They're splitting their user base. Rainbow Six Siege, all the content's free. No one's blocked out of playing with the rest of the community. That is a good business model. And they've gone through several iterations of completely overhauling their UI. Very few companies are doing that. Yeah, they may be nerfing and rebalancing things, but no one's gone. I haven't seen a game yet in the past 5 years that has gone to this level of retooling the game and keeping it fresh and listening to the community on console. Feels like I'm not going to get into that debate.
So you think Overwatch hasn't done it?
Overwatch has a long way to go, and I love Blizzard. Blizzard is another company I'll put up there with Ubisoft. But Overwatch...
How about Hearthstone? You'd say Hearthstone hasn't made that
on
kind
console.
of
I said on console.
Okay, so why are we looking at only console?
Yeah, it has to be only on console because on PC we're used to having games.
Are you telling me Siege isn't on PC then? Because they're on PC. PC is getting the same support. They're just carrying that over to console.
Right, but what I'm saying is usually you don't see that kind of care on console. That's something we PC gamers usually get. But on console, it's usually little shitty incremental patches and good luck. And you know it's true. That's one bad side of console.
No, that's true. It's definitely because of the limitation in a console as well. You've got to look at, consoles don't have the hardware necessarily to push some things, and developers like to try and build the initial build to top out the resources of a console, even though a lot of the times they don't. They try to, but then the framework really stops them from being able to modify that.
Yeah. And this generation, I have to say, with the PS4 and the Xbox One, they made it so the developers can actually stay on top of updates a lot more. Like, I don't recall ever seeing as many updates as I have now with games. So that's cool. They can be a lot more agile. And Peterhead says, sell every game to the sun and they won't fuck it up. He says, yeah, I don't agree much with that. Which part? With the consoles being more agile? Or... I mean, patches every week of some games to fix issues. Yeah, but they're usually small patches like back-end stuff, And that stuff is great. Don't get me wrong. When there's glitches, being responsive to that. But like I'm saying, with Rainbow Six Siege, they've completely overhauled the UI and the way the characters work, their kits, like really huge things that weren't like, oh, let's change this decimal, let's fix that clipping issue, that are not as in your face. I don't know. And again, and I'm not trying to be a fanboy here, but it's rare that I've been so impressed with the effort and the constant maintenance to a game on console. Because usually it's like it comes out, yeah, they'll tweak some things, but it'll be very subtle, and that's it. And then everything else is just a cash grab. Buy this DLC, I like their philosophy with Rainbow Six Siege. They don't want to split the community, They're trying to drive as much value as possible. And Peter has says games are less broken on consoles, so need less tweaking. Yes and no. There's a lot more variables on PC, so a lot more things can break for sure. But there have been a lot of games that released that were incomplete, and good lord, don't get me started on my GTA 5 rant again, which I always go back to every couple of shows. But that's true. But you know, with the console, it's more the rebalancing, you know, and making the games as sticky as possible. Because you know, console gamers are fickle lovers. So anyway, Ubisoft.
Yeah, but it also takes some skill to play a count.
Yeah.
Just putting that out.
Yeah. But you know, Ubisoft, they handled the downtime well. You know, we went off on a huge tangent there. The main thing is that Ubisoft got back up and running, you know, in about 4 or 5 hours, which is a good response time, if you ask me, to bring an entire enterprise-wide network back up. Yeah, pretty good. And then on top of that, they were honest. They said, look, we got everything working. This is coming back up now. The game servers are coming up now, but there might be problems throughout the day. After the first 6-7 hours, they were good. And you can't say that about a lot of companies. EA would have just been like, well, let's shut it down. It's not making us enough money. Yeah. This is why a lot of gamers can't run a business, because they would run it to the ground. But there's some good intentions out there. We all get frustrated. Anywho, speaking of Rainbow Six Siege, the October 27th, they pushed the next patch up, patch 4.3, I believe it is. That's gonna come out next week. Next, what is it? Thursday. Yeah, just in time for the show. And that'll be when the new operators come out. Japan. Bearded Head says, for 4 hours, the limit for getting critical systems fixed. Yeah, they got the critical system, like the web servers and the core systems were up within that 4-hour window. And then everything does like, you know, kind of supplemental started coming up after that. They were pretty quick. It was up and down within the first 4 hours, then it was stable afterwards. But they were very transparent about it. There's people that didn't want to bother clicking because that's effort. Like, I gotta move my finger and push it down. Oh man, I don't know. What's forums? If I click on that, do they want money? Do I have to pay money to click on that link?
Being silly, dude.
I don't know, but I'm saying that must be the kind of thought process going on. That people, you know, it'll take a second out of my life if I click on that, and then another 15 seconds to read whatever comes up, and maybe 30 seconds to load because my internet's not that good. Game devs make terrible budgets. You talk about Tim Schafer? Yeah. You don't want the game devs making businesses either, but at least they understand what's involved with timetables. Whereas the game fans that never developed the game, been involved in the business side, they'll just be like, oh yeah, we can make an MMO in 3 months, no problem. Yeah, sure. Good luck with that. What else? Oh, this one made me sad. Remember that game we used to talk about a while back, Mighty Quest for Epic Loot? It's shutting down on the 25th. 4 days from now. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I guess it wasn't making the money. It's a shame too, because they went free to play, but really with that kind of PvP aspect, you had to spend money to be competitive, and it wasn't a very sustainable model, I guess. But you know, truth be told, as great as that game is, if you want to play that, play War for the Overworld, which is the true Dungeon Keeper spiritual successor, and it kind of has the same vibe going. But Mighty Quest has some cool things going. It definitely has some cool things going. Building those dungeons with all the traps, trying to see if people go through it, protecting your treasure, good times. Bearded has said he's going to take the challenge. He's going to make an MMO in 3 months. It's going to be a little stick figure running through a vast area of nothing. Like one encounter every 3 hours. That would be like a MMO made in 3 months. Champions of Alteria, RTS, that's another Ubisoft project I wanted to throw out there. I'm kind of wondering if this one's going to survive, because it seems to be taking over the resources that were previously occupied by Mighty Quest. It's interesting. It's got almost a Fable style kind of art on there. But let's go to something that I think is on a lot of people's minds, including Bearded Hats. The Nintendo Switch. I'm not going to speak too much about it, but I will say that Bearded Hats says it's he's encouraged by it because they confirmed Skyrim Remastered is going to definitely be on there. That's going to be a launch title. Is that a Fatal?
Dude, I'm pretty hype about the Nintendo Switch. Like, no BS. I'm super hype about this right now. What I'm not happy about is Nintendo going on YouTube and taking down people's reviews of what they are feeling about the Switch right now. Nintendo, of course.
I hate that.
In the preview, they showed this whole thing about like esports and Splatoon, and it was like, oh, maybe Nintendo's coming around. People start doing videos reviewing, here's my initial thoughts based on what we've seen of what I think about the Nintendo. Bam! Automatically, Nintendo starts ripping them off the site. It's like, why? Because
I have a big problem with that. And
a lot of them were positive reviews too, and they still ripped them off of there.
Yeah, like with marketing, yeah, you want to control the message as much as possible, but to completely mute third parties, kill your community off, but then at the same time want that community to support you, it's polar opposites, and they just need to let people get hype about it, get the conversations going, good or bad. It's exposure. And
I'm also mad they didn't show Smash. Where was my Smash Brothers?
I thought they had it in there. They had Zelda.
No, they showed Splatoon, Zelda, Skyrim Remastered, a Mario Brothers game, no Smash. How you not going to show Smash Brothers? Come on now.
I could have sworn I saw Smash. That's weird.
Nope, I assure you.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Smash, I'd have been so hyped. Yeah, they showed some Mario Kart too, but no Smash.
But, I mean, it's interesting. We kind of called it. We said it was going to be some kind of, like, docking station type of system where you can take it with you, and that's exactly what it is. But it's still cool, like, just seeing it, the way they executed on that. It's pretty dope.
If it's as responsive as they made it look, it's going to be really amazing. Like, this is one of the first times in a long time I've looked at a Nintendo system going, dude, that's going to be really effing hype. Like, that's going to be super nice.
You know what will get me on board? If it will support, and they probably won't do this, and I'm probably asking for too much, but if it has built-in support for 3DS and DS titles, I'm in.
It looked like, because did you see the little, like, chip that looked like it went in it?
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like it did. And I think if they did that, I think they kind of have to do that because right now, with as much hype as you're seeing out of like Pokemon Sun and Moon, even though someone data mined like the whole Pokedex, the hype that you're seeing out of Pokemon Sun and Moon, if they could carry that over to the Nintendo Switch, aka the NX, it would be massive, I think. I think they would carry a lot of that momentum. It'd be huge for them.
Yeah, they would have a massive library right out the gate. I mean, this is a smart play already, but if they do that, they'll kill it because they already dominate the handheld market. Then they bring that library over to their flagship platform. Dude, that would be epic because not only will I go back to my old DS games, but then I'll buy some of those 3DS games that I skipped because I'm tired of having to borrow one of the kids' 3DSs. Gotta have one for myself. I can't justify the cost. They want it. All right, cool. But for me, it's like, I don't care how cheap it is. I can spend money elsewhere. I can buy games for that. But a few games for the price of a 3DS. But this is compelling, like having that library, because what they've been doing to date is another thing that pisses me off, is they keep reselling the same things with their virtual console, and it doesn't carry over from platform to platform. if they could unify everything, that's been one of the biggest issues. That's why I laugh when people say, "Oh, if Nintendo takes over a game, they'll get it right." But they can't get online right because they don't have any concept of centralization. You know, it's all this weird piecemeal patchwork shit. So this is a step in the right direction. But I agree, like the way they're shitty in the community, that's the main thing that really rubs me the wrong way. I love Mario and they're, you know, if they bring back Metroid or whatever they do, you know, they're exclusives. Yeah, that makes Nintendo who they are, the quality control. But they need to stop shitting in the community. I just can't stand by that.
Mm-hmm. That and give me Smash Brothers. Damn it, give me Smash Brothers. Like, we already know there was talk of Smash Brothers being a release playable title on the NX back when it was still in NX prototype stage. Give me Smash Brothers. I want to see my Smash Brothers. Because if I can play that, you know, staying there. Now, here's my question. When you mobilize, you know you won't be able to really use the online feature. At least as far as I can tell, there won't be any online mobilization. And it showed them doing like multiple screens, back-to-back screens. Yeah. I'm wondering if they're doing that through a Bluetooth connectivity or how they're doing their multiplayer like that. I think it's got to be some kind of Bluetooth. I don't think they'd use like a Wi-Fi network connection because that could just get messy.
They probably have both. It'll probably work a lot like a cell phone does. Well, it'll switch.
It'd be good. Plus, you know what? Give us a new Bayonetta while you're at it. As long as I'm demanding games, let's just demand a new Bayonetta. That would be pretty amazing.
That's where I will start getting a lot more interested if Sega gets more involved in bringing out the kind of unique titles that Sega does. Because I'm a big fan of them. And
well, I mean, you know they're going to get a Sonic the Hedgehog game. They're going to.
Yeah, and not even just Sonic, just some of the more obscure things. I mean, why not just do a Crazy Taxi? Fuck it.
I mean, I don't think they're going to go that far, and I doubt we're going to see, like, another, you know, what is it, Space Channel 5? I don't think we're going to see another one of those either.
Though I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't either. That's just like, you know what? If they really want to impress and shock everybody, you know what they need to do? They need to lock down Shenmue 3.
Yeah, that'd be.
You know, it was a Kickstarter game, and you know, PlayStation talked a lot about it. But if they lock down like Shenmue 3, dude, it'd be done.
See, that makes more sense to me. I think it's a better fit for the Nintendo ecosystem than PlayStation. But I mean, that part of that might be that I'm a little biased. The Beater had saying tethered wireless. Oh, even better. He's talking about Altered Beast, Jet Set Radio. Yeah,
dude, Jet Set Radio would be my shit. I would die if they brought in a new Jet Set Radio grind, like Jet Set Radio Future. Like, I don't even know where they'd go with it.
I'll go random as hell.
I'd play it.
How about IBLoud? How many people remember that?
What about Ikaruga? I mean, if we're just going to be bringing stuff up, let's get a new Ikaruga.
Get some of those shmups in there. Some Thunder Force. Yeah. Get the shmups in there. Mm-hmm.
I'd play that.
Yeah. There's so much potential, and the two big things that three big things I would say. If they nail their online, they get the third-party support, and they stop shitting on the community. If they do those three things, they'll be good to go.
Oh, dude, if they embrace their community, I think Nintendo would become a major player again. You would see a huge uptick in a lot of Nintendo swell. I mean, don't get me wrong, they already have, like, Smash Brothers basically is forging its own community. If they embrace Smash Brothers as an esport, if they looked around and said, you know what, guys, make user reviews. We're not gonna strike your videos no more. We want everybody talking about the new Legend of Zelda. And they just let it go. Like, the community would be huge. It'd go crazy. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get the trolls and the guys who are like, oh, I don't like it. Link doesn't use his sword like I remember, or, these 4 pixels in this bush wound up looking like a penis.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's just the internet. But if they could embrace that, they'd be good to go, Everyone would be talking about it. Everyone would be hyped. They'd be like, man, have you played that new Legend of Zelda? Hey, let's do a let's play on, let's get speed runs going on Mario Kart live streaming without the, fear of being struck down like the hand of God slapping me into YouTube obscurity.
Yeah, because it's getting to the point where people don't even want to talk about Nintendo for fear that a keyword will pull them up and they'll get banned or a cease and desist letter, That's crazy. Like, no one should be scared to talk about something they love. And that's kind of what they're doing. It makes no sense, because one thing they need is to get the word of mouth going. Look at the Wii. The Wii was a system that had the shittiest attachment rate possible of consoles in the past decade or so. But everybody wanted one, even if they couldn't tell you any games they wanted to play on there, which was very often the case. Everybody had Wii Sports.
Smash Brothers.
Oh, yeah,
Every time you mention Nintendo, if you don't say Smash Brothers, you're doing some kind of disservice.
See,
I know people who bought consoles just for Smash Brothers.
And that's the thing. You know about the love Smash Brothers brings and all that, but for the average consumer, it was like, oh, just get the pack-ins, and then whatever game has the word Mario in it, done.
Yeah.
And Beat Hat says Nintendo wants to control the narrative. Oh, they sure do. And if they don't get past that conservative approach to business, they'll never regain the glory they had before. They'll keep looking back to the Wii. That might be their peak. So we'll see. There's a lot of potential there for sure. Oh yeah, and the other thing to mention that Beard and Hat brought up is one thing that's going to help them here is that it's not going to be brand confusion, because with the Wii U, again, you have a lot of parents buying gifts or girlfriends or boyfriends, that may not be gamers, and they buy this for their loved ones, and they say, oh, I want a Wii U. Then they go to the store to see the Wii. Oh, this one's cheaper than that one. I'll just get that one. It's the same thing, right? It has the word Wii in it. It was a bad decision for them to, I guess they were trying to capitalize on what they did right with the Wii. It's like, oh yeah, this is the Wii, but it's the Wii U. And, consumers, I'm sorry to say, but in a world where people have a lot of things vying for their attention, and no one could take a few extra steps to figure something out, you can't assume that people will understand what you're throwing at them. Like, hey, this is red and this is blue. Huh, you say it's red and blue, but what do you mean? The color of this is red and the color of that is blue. Is this a racist thing? They either won't bother to figure it out, or they'll read too much into it and just give up. It's like, if you don't go line by line what it is, you lost your audience, and that's the world we live in. By the way, moving on from the Wii U, we could talk more about that. I'm sure there'll be a lot more thoughts on that coming up. Beating Hat says the Switch is what everyone thought the Wii U was. Yeah. No, or what the Wii U should have been. But, we're happy to see that the Switch is exactly what we were hoping for, because it's what makes sense. They need to regain market share. They're not ever going to really compete directly with Sony and Microsoft, I feel like, because it seems like their strategy is to use last year's technology to be competitive on price and innovate in other areas, which is fine, because gameplay is the most important thing. But they're trying to carve out their own niche, and they're also, they're still relying a lot on their exclusives.
Yeah.
Beating Hat says it's always a racist thing this day and age, and from Software is making a Switch game, and that's interesting. A Dark Soul game exclusively for Nintendo. Imagine. He says Dark Souls remastered only for the Switch. Confirmed. Ooh. Yeah, because original Dark Souls is a little tough to go back to. I mean, I'm not a graphics whore, but you could tell it's an old game. Like, it looks really dated for some reason. Like, it looks like original Xbox One, PlayStation 1 dated when you play that game. I'm exaggerating a bit, but there's a lot of jaggies and shit. Unless you use the aftermarket patches and stuff, but even then, it shows its age. But that's cool. Because Nintendo needs to go for a wider audience, I feel like. They still need to focus on their family gaming, but they need to offer more to people that want more than that. Anywho, so GTA 6, a lot of people were talking about that it might be coming out next year. But it's not. It's been delayed. Thank God, because we don't want another GTA 5. Or at least I don't want another GTA 5 fiasco. But we did instead get confirmation and a trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. Who's hyped about that? Nobody?
Yay.
No. I'm kind of about it at the moment. Like, I don't want to get overhyped. The ending of the first one kind of had me meh. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I enjoyed Red Dead Redemption, but I never finished it. But I know how it ends with the whole John Marston shit, and I won't spoil it for anyone, but it's a
Appreciate that.
YouTube search away.
I mean, if you haven't beat the game by now, I don't imagine you're about to.
Yeah, I just don't do single-player games that much anymore. It's really hard for me to stay committed to the cause.
Well,
Being says Red Dead 2, no thank you. Was that Obi? Obi?
I don't know. I'm out of it.
IBLoud fucked you up. You're like, I can't believe she was here. Yay!
You know, I'm happy that she was here, but I was just like, damn, her mic was like, I could have lasted or talked through her talking, but her mic was just popping every 2 seconds, and it was just, yeah, I was trying.
I know, but we love you, IBLoud.
I don't know. I'm not saying that.
She'll hear it. She'll hear it on the audio feed. I'll try to
I'm
clean
not
it up.
talking shit. I'm
She's
not
gonna
talking
be like,
shit about
damn,
nothing.
that was bad.
I just couldn't understand her most of the time. I was half the things she was saying. She goes, "Huh, Obi?" I'm like, "Yeah."
You're just like nodding your head. Yeah, definitely. What's she talking about again?
That's what I asked Fatal. I was like, do you know what she's saying? And he's like, no. So it's like we're shit out of luck on both sides.
So Beard and Hat is out on Red Dead 2. I think it's cool, but I still have to beat the first, so it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I need more of that. But it's still cool. I'd rather them announce that than the next GTA, because they need to get GTA 5. They said they're going to keep updating GTA 5 and coming out with new content and tweaking it and treating it like a platform. We'll see. Because they kept fucking up the launch on that, and I'm still bitter about it. Yes, I hold a grudge sometimes. Oh yeah, and this weekend everybody's going to be playing Battlefield 1 and a game, I think it's called Infinity Warfare, something like that. I don't know. It's a beta of some sort from some company. They make games called Call of Duty. I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah. Well, they had to... Did you hear about what happened with them?
What?
They had to shorten the title of the game. It was originally called Better Than Rainbow Six Siege, but the title was perceived to be just too long, so they shortened it to Infinite Warfare, just basically saying that they are infinitely better.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that. They were part of that class action lawsuit that No Man's Sky, Hello Games, got got wrapped up in for false advertising. Bum.
No one would even know. No one's in the No Man's Sky offices. They ran like Enron. They straight disappeared. Did you hear about that?
Oh my god!
Someone went to their offices, and their offices are empty.
For Hello Games, yeah,
like
it's unfortunate. But
straight up getting sued into oblivion, and everybody vanished. It was like the rapture over there.
I mean, if I was them, I would have started telling everybody, start looking for new jobs. You know,
bro, like that was the biggest disappointment since freaking Fable, the original like reaction to what people were promised versus what they got out of the original Fable. Where they were like, every decision you make will change the outcome of the future. Everything will make things different. Ha! Gotcha! It's one decision at the end, boss. Enjoy that, nerd.
Yeah. You know, I never bought into the Peter Molyneux hype, but I enjoyed the Fable games just because they had a different kind of feel to them, you know? There's a special personality to them. Like, I really loved Fable 2, playing the co-op on there, as janky as that shit was. Like, that was a lazy multiplayer setup, but, you know, it was cool. And Peter says they will never get a job making games again. I don't think it'll be that bad, but sure as hell no one's going to let them talk about their game. Like, no, you motherfuckers won't say shit. Let the marketing firms handle the messaging. And we'll get an official spokesperson that can dress it up and do it right, and you know, be all political about it and not say anything that's gonna trap them. Okay, Blue. Blue doesn't like the whole thing about Hello Games. So anyway, real quick before we move on to fantasy football talk, the latest Ubi 30 celebration game, the freebie, is Beyond Good and Evil. You get that for free on the UPlay app. Add it to your account, and then it's yours forever, hopefully. I think so. Maybe. Previous freebies were the Crew, Rayman Origins, Splinter Cell, and Prince of Persia Sand of Times. So be part of the Ubisoft 30-year anniversary. You know, it does feel like I'm a bit of a Ubisoft fanboy. Like, you talk about
just a little, right?
But that's just the way it's lining up. Speaking of Ubisoft, you get Rainbow
Six. That's how it's lining up. Remind me who writes those show notes again.
But listen, see, Obi has every opportunity to add show notes. He doesn't, but he could.
I mean, how many times can you really write fanboy in the margins?
But here's the thing. Did you know, Fado, that you could get a physical copy of Rainbow Six Siege for less than $25? It's pretty darn good, isn't it? Yeah. I know you're super excited.
You know, my inside of my head when you said that, you know, the very first thing that happened.
You farted?
I heard that vine of that chick going, "Bitch, where?" But you can get it for less than $25. Bitch, where?
Amazon. Amazon.com.
So I have to get a hold of Amazon to get my copy for under $25. Now, is this used or is this a new copy?
Brand new. That's their list price.
Brand new.
Yep.
I'm going to look right now. Hold on. I'm going to take my time and take a look at it and see if I can find this. That way I might be able to link it to people and just see.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Xbox One, $24.98. The list price is $49.99. You save $25 and 1 penny.
And 1 penny. Now, is that only with Prime?
Maybe. I am. No, I'm not with only Prime because I'm not logged in right now. What's the price I'm seeing though? I don't know. But just throwing that out there. So anyway, let's just jump right into our quickie. Fantasy Football Week 7. And this week we're just going to go to look at, actually we're going long, so this might be all the time we have today. We'll see. But we're going to go into some of the highlights. There you go. Some key strategies, and some of the narratives, some of the game scripts and theory crafting we've been developing alongside all that. And of course, if you want our Scrub Insights, you could always get a more casual perspective from us. Contact us on Twitter at GeekyAntics or email mail@geekyantics.net. We'd love to theory craft with you. And of course, we have the Facebook group, Fantasy Football and Sports Theory Craft. If you just look that up, it'll come up just fine. You'll see us. But anyway, Thursday night, I haven't checked the latest score. But last I checked, it looked like Devontae Adams is the next sleeper pickup. Will he keep this performance? He's the Packers player that is outperforming Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb, which is unfortunate. And I think last time I checked, he had like 20, 30 points. Oh, yeah, Aaron Rodgers ended up at 43 points for fantasy. Started off slow, but second half, kicked some ass. Oh, I'm happy to that because I'm going to need all the points I need this week in this particular league. And
What? You're full of shit.
Jordy Nelson scored me I'm talking about one of my other leagues, Obi. Jordy Nelson scored me 1.9 points this week. All right. Glad I only played him in one league. I said I'm everywhere else. Jesus, that's terrible. But Devontae Adams, if you're in a deeper league, it might be worth snagging him. Though I still don't trust the Packers very much. Beaton has says the game sucked. Yeah, it looked like it wasn't very exciting. Like it was a 3-yard pass and a 5-yard pass. Because right now the Packers have no running game, so that tells you a lot. But that increases Aaron Rodgers' value, so there's that. Beaton has says Ty Montgomery is also killing it. And we might talk about your Raiders too. 'Cause I know you're a big Raiders fan. Now, on the other side of the states, I guess you could say, Tom Brady. Can we keep expecting him to post 40-plus fantasy football games?
Hell yeah, you can, especially if he keeps working with Gronkowski like he is, which is why they're on my team.
Yeah.
Let's just get that off the top.
Well, don't write off Martellus Bennett, because it's worth owning the Gronk or Martellus Bennett. They're both good.
Yeah,
So-
but Gronk went from doing 4 and 6 points if he was lucky to putting up a 30-plus game last week with Brady.
Yeah. He definitely shines with Brady at the helm. And I
Absolutely.
don't like Tom Brady, but for fantasy, he's fantastic.
Exactly.
Peter has says Tom Brady's the devil.
He might be, but he's getting me all them points.
He said he isn't aging. Yeah. That guy must use a lot of I have a feeling he has like all kinds of like conditioners and gels and all this shit. It's crazy. I have to say, like, much as I don't like the guy as a person, his drive to just be the best he can be, like, he doesn't have to try as hard as he does, but he's just so driven to fucking destroy people. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, in pro football, unfortunately, they got their contracts, they're getting their millions. They don't have the drive to really try that hard, you know, because there's no clause that tells them they have to have performance. They don't really, you know, they just show up, you know, do the bare minimum. And that's what a lot of people say, you know, college football is better because it's a lot more competitive and people play their hearts out because they want to get into the pro football, you know, leagues. But, you know, Tom Brady's he's a beast, and got to give him that. He's still an asshole, though. And I fart in his general direction. He wants to be the best ever. Yeah, that's true. Not the best he could be, the best ever.
Will you forgive him if he brings you a shrubbery?
Shrubbery? Bring out your dad. Hopefully Tom Brady will be a man. What? Who said that? That's
If every time he scored he said, "Nee," would you then support him?
I don't know, but he definitely needs a flesh wound. Several of them. Bring back, what's his face, Garoppolo. That would ruin your team.
Garoppolo don't pass to Gronk.
No, not at all. Like Yogi just wants to see my team implode at this point. He's like, no. He had the foresight to think about this. Let's punish him now.
Well, you're stacking Patriots players. You have a 2-stack week to week. That's a ballsy thing, but much as I hate to say it, if there's any team you could do that with, it's the Patriots. You have probably one of the best stacks in all of fantasy football. So, yeah.
Currently, yeah. And I've got really strong replacements for him too. Like, that's the funny part. Technically, I've got trade fodder if I really wanted. Because remember, I've got Brady now that he's off his suspension. But before that, I was running Eli Manning. I've got Manning sitting on the bench. So a bye week comes along, in goes Eli Manning.
My Giants have been very disappointing. And the good news is, for fantasy, they're not going to run the ball. There's going to be a lot of passing. The bad news is, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on with this team? Oh, man. And
there's no consistency, none
whatsoever. It's a freaking feast or famine situation. Well, what can you do? But the Denver Broncos were dethroned by one of my other favorite teams, the Falcons. So their unstoppable defense isn't so unstoppable after all. So I wonder, is this? I like to think that Atlanta is just that good with their offense, and yet Matt Ryan remains underrated as hell. I'm telling you, he's going to end as a top 5 fantasy football quarterback. And Falcons might even make the playoffs, and I don't know, they could go all the way. Maybe.
So who do you think is going to do better this week, San Francisco or New England's defense?
Who's San Francisco?
I didn't ask you. I want Fato's opinion because I'm playing against you.
Oh.
I don't know what's their matchups.
Patriots are playing against. Who are they playing against?
Patriots are playing against the Steelers.
Steelers, yep.
And 49ers are playing against Tampa Bay. I put in 49ers because Patriots don't do good against Pittsburgh.
I would probably go in the realm of going, going against the 49ers right there. Like Tampa Bay 49ers, you go with that.
Well, speaking of
you have Tampa Bay or the 49ers?
I have the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, no. You definitely take them against Tampa Bay all day long. You damn sure don't go with the Pats versus the Steelers there. That'd just be silly.
Here's the thing, though, and this is very sad for me to say, because I own Big Ben and Antonio Brown in our league of record, and Big Ben's out for now, and Antonio Brown had a shitty week last week. Puts,
can you name me the last season Ben Roethlisberger didn't get injured for at least a couple of weeks?
His rookie season?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. See, it takes a bit when everyone's like, The
thing is, though, Antonio Brown is great, but if the quarterback can get the ball to him, like the backup quarterback apparently is really shit. You would think they would learn their lesson by now, like sign up a decent backup quarterback. I mean, what's his face?
You gotta remember, dude. You gotta remember they got Le'Veon Bell out now, so like Pittsburgh is running a lot, and like I have Bell and I have D'Angelo Williams. I'm gonna get rid of D'Angelo probably, but these guys are like powerhouse running backs, so like they're not gonna throw it that much. Sorry, bro. If your guy doesn't get any points.
Yeah, but also passing is very much a change of pace type of thing, or if you're playing from behind, you're going to pass a lot more, So you can't always run the ball. You need reliable receivers. It's really hard. And this is a passing league. It's really hard to just play that hard-nosed football, just keep running it and keep getting like 5 yards here, 3 yards there. And you don't see that much of that anymore. So as beast as Le'Veon Bell is, he's going to be more of a change of pace or goal line work, but he's not going to be an every play guy. You're still going to have Antonio Brown and Sammy Coates involved. But again, if the quarterback can pass properly, hopefully they'll run some proper routes. Maybe get some decent slots or slants in there, and some short routes. The deep passes. Sammy Coates has butterfingers, but they could do some things. So we'll see. I think there's gonna be a lot of quick dishing. They might even get some passing going to the rushers too. I'm interested to see how the Steelers adapt this week. We'll see if their offensive coordinator has some good ideas there. But I almost feel like I can't trust Antonio Brown, and he's a must start, but is he really? So I don't know. I think it's going to be 8 to 10 point week for him in PPR. And non-PPR, I don't even want to think about it. It's going to be very touchdown dependent. Anywho, I'm going to also say, along with the Falcons' love, I expect Tevin Coleman is going to rise up in value because he can make those catches. Those receiving backs, they got a lot of value. Now, Jamal Charles, a running back that should be in the top 10, but it's in a split workload situation. I think in 2 weeks from now, you'll see him blow up. So give him some time. If not, I don't think it's going to be week 7, maybe week 8 or 9. What else we got? With the Chargers, there was a lot of preseason talk about how there's going to be a lot of sleeper value there. You're going to get low cost pickups, but it seems very boom or bust for all the players.
Sleeping pretty goddamn hard.
Yeah.
Someone needs to wake them up if they were going to be sleeper picks because they're still napping.
Well,
Bazinga.
They lost Antonio Gates. He's back now, but they lost Keenan Allen. It's been rough for them, but Phillip Rivers I still trust all the way. Tyrell Williams, I still say he's a good flex play. And Travis Benjamin, I think he's going to rise up the rest of the season. It's going to be an upward trend. Starting this week probably. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I'm thinking. A lot of shooting.
Next week, remind Yogi he said that. Everyone remind Yogi he said that next week.
Nah, I know they're playing the Falcons. I think it's gonna be a shootout. Neither team has a very good defense. It's gonna be a high 20s, 30s maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That'd be good for fantasy. Now the Oakland Raiders, Peter, this is your turn here. This looks like, I know they're playing, what is it, Jacksonville? This actually, Jacksonville, you don't really think about them too seriously because on the offensive side of the ball, they're kind of poop. But on the defense, they're actually pretty solid, so it might be a tough week for them on the road. So this might be another off week for Derek Carr and gang. My dilemma is, do you start Michael Crabtree or Amari Cooper? Because Amari Cooper still only had, he got his first touchdown for the season. But I mean, Jesus, it's like he can't find the end zone. Amari Cooper's supposed to be the more talented person, but Michael Crabtree's been getting the targets and the workload, so I don't know. Who do you start? The guy that's got the talent, is rated higher, or the guy that's actually bringing in the points? I don't know.
Honestly, I don't think you could start Michael Crabtree there.
You go with Amari Cooper?
I have to. That's one of those places I think where slowly but surely they're going to start realizing, Amari Cooper value, and we're going to see more come out of it.
Yeah, or you could also say that the narrative, the game script is they realize Michael Crabtree's getting the production, so he's going to start drawing the coverage.
And then it's going to free up Amari Cooper to go nuts.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've
I've gone back and forth both ways because I have Russell Wilson and I have Derek Carr. And Derek Carr for the last couple of weeks he's been 18, 25 points a week.
Last week was his worst though.
Right, but I just don't know if he's, especially at Jacksonville versus. I mean, I don't know. I'd put Russell Wilson. I'll probably change it 5 or 6 more times.
Yeah, I do that.
Just to see like Russell Wilson versus, an Arizona defense. Arizona's not that bad of a defense.
Yeah, they're pretty strong actually. Their secondary is pretty strong.
Which we're looking at the next couple bullet points here, but Arizona's really practically strong. And I'm, doing my own research on like NFL, and then I go to ESPN, then I go to Yahoo, and I'm just all over the place.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm still gonna. Like I said, I'll probably change it 5 or 6 more times before Sunday. I just don't know who to play.
Yeah, it's a tough week. But this is where you see the real champions.
Wait, so you're playing Crabtree?
So far. I don't have Amari Cooper in this league. It's in my other league that I have Crabtree and Amari Cooper. And I don't like stacking players if I can avoid it, because last week I stacked Amari Cooper and Crabtree, and the Raiders had the worst week possible. And Jesus, it was terrible. I lost, and I ended up losing my game by 4 points. So pretty much I could have put any other receiver in place of one of those guys, and I would have been good.
Not any other receiver. I had some receivers severely shit the bed. Like I had a guy pull me, 1.6 points. Hold on, let me bring it up, and I will straight up just tell you what happened here. I've had some of the ugliest weeks at times.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my. This was in my ESPN league. It was See, I almost rather get blown out than like lose by a very small margin, because it's like, damn.
Sorry,
it.
not week 6, week 5. I think is where it all went to crap for me. Was week 5 just the ugly week of what happened? I think it was.
Yeah, your wide receiver Jamal Charles of Kansas City got 0 points.
Yeah, he put up a goose egg.
Oh yeah, I said it last week. Don't trust Jamal Charles yet.
Right, and that was the problem though. I thought I had pulled him out and rotated him, and it didn't save it. I guess I clicked off the page.
You forgot to didn't hit
I forgot
save.
to hit submit, and it screwed me so hard. I was so upset. And then the week I played Obi, dude, Gronkowski got me 2.1.
It was great because I won.
DeAndre Hopkins got me 1.4. Like, either one of them would have shown up, it would have been a close game. Instead, it was a complete blowout. Like, I got wrecked.
What was that score? I gotta look that up.
Dude, it was like 96 to 130. It was just fugly.
What week was that in?
Week like 4. It obliterated me.
Yeah, 132 to 101.
Yeah. Like,
So yeah,
it was a stomp, dude.
Last week in standard scoring, Michael Crabtree got 1 fantasy point, and Amari Cooper. Let's see what he got. And this is in standard score, not PPR. Amari Cooper got 12. Still pretty sad.
Yeah.
So
what about what running backs? We got running backs, Dan? Let's keep going with this. We're running out of time really fast.
I know.
There's only one running back that matters, and that's Forte.
I love Matt Forte, but I hate to say it. I think he's going to keep on this committee split kind of thing going on, and his value's been cut in half. And it sucks.
Forte is still a monster. He is. I don't think they're going to slow him down. I think right now he's taking it a little easy, but towards towards mid to late seasons, you're going to watch as the playoff push starts becoming imminent, you're going to watch Forte step up and just start dominating again.
You just wish he was back in Chicago, don't you?
Hell yeah, I do. Are you kidding me? He put in so much work on Chicago. But even without him being on Chicago, even though he's no longer on the team I love, Matt Forte is just a monster. He's a beast, dude.
I agree, and I can't drop him or trade him. I'm gonna be loyal. Everybody's like, oh, IBLoud Powell or whatever the other guy's name, Adams or whatever, I forget what his name is. I'm like, nope, he's gonna come back up, and then people are gonna regret dropping him. You know, for now, just rate it out and then deal with those 4 or 8 fantasy point weeks. I mean, he has such a high ceiling. You can't ignore that. Like, if a running back scores 40 or 50 points in a week, you can't just, shrug that off. This is a league right now where depth at running back and tight end alike is really low. Because everyone else is pretty much a matchup dependent, it's a week to week decision. You don't really have rest of season workhorse players at those positions. You have maybe 5 to 8 players you can rely on every week. At tight end you have Greg Olsen, Gronkowski, Martellus Bennett, Jimmy Graham, Kyle Rudolph, Travis Kelce's kind of falling off. And then you have guys that are low floor, high ceiling guys like Jacob Tamme, Kobe Fleener, Delaney Walker. A lot of upside, but, not reliable, And on running back, you got Matt Forte. I hate to say it, Frank Gore. Like, it's hard to think of the guys you can really count. Like, everyone else is part of a committee. Devonta Freeman, awesome, but he's got to share with Tevin Coleman. But I actually trust both of them more than a lot of these other picks. I mean, who else you got at running back do you think of? I mean, Adrian Peterson's out for the rest of the season. He might come out for the last game of the season, maybe. Jamal Charles, again.
Don't get me started on Jamal Charles.
Yeah, it's an awkward situation. Mark Ingram, he's on the Saints. You can never trust any of their players. It's low floor, high ceiling in the Saints offense. Chris Ivory might start trending up, but do you stash him? If you have the space, sure. But if you don't, I dropped him already in a couple of leagues. So, because he's on Jacksonville, I mean, it's Jacksonville. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Just watch out for that garbage time. Garbage time production. It's something you always got to look out for. Not so much with running backs this year, but with, I can't say that because there's a lot of pass catching running backs, And if a team is in the lead, they're gonna run it a lot more. But I feel like this season we've been seeing a lot more of garbage time production with wide receivers. Like, they'll be shit the whole time, and then they'll suddenly get yardage or, a lucky touchdown, and they're on the board. Things to look out for. That's all we got.
I'm just like, yeah, pretty much. I'm waiting for something where I can be like, aha, but you're wrong. And yeah, I got nothing. That seems pretty accurate. I'm like, yeah. This year in total has been weird. Like, I'm so used to everybody going first round running backs, and now I feel like anyone who went first round running backs kind of hates life right now.
Yeah, that's why everybody was like, really? A wide receiver first pick? Yep.
Like, see, I feel like this was very quarterback and wide receiver heavy this year. Like, it was crazy to me that people weren't starting, why would you not go with the running back right off the top? Because I'm just used to that. Like, every year I play fantasy, it's, you usually see the running backs coming in strong, slowly leaking everybody else through.
Mm-hmm. Well,
every team is doing a committee pretty much.
Well, with what's going on this year with the league, and hopefully with next year coming up, and yes, I'm talking about next year already, because I'm not gonna. I know we were talking about starting another league on like Yahoo or something, and we never did. I don't even know if we're going to. I don't know if I want to, if I even have time for it. Because right now we're just really like I'm barely keeping it. The only reason I changed this thing is because we talk about it on Thursday. Really, like my Thursday. If I have anybody play a Thursday game, I always miss them to take them out or whatever. If I'm not if they are sucking or something, but yeah. Hopefully, with next year we'll have a lot more people. It'll be a we'll be able to talk it up and maybe even do a maybe by next year have that not even a full 2-hour podcast, but have something like maybe like a 45-minute show or something on fantasy football alone. Do something like that to where while we're playing and talking about it, we actually do it and hey, see how it goes.
Yeah, that'd be dope. By the way, waiver wire pickups for tight ends. Hunter Henry is one I would recommend. San Diego Chargers. Still trust them. Charles Clay, Buffalo Bills. People make fun of the Bills, but they're actually a decent offense. Look at LaShawn McCoy. Killing it. They got potential. Don't sleep on them. Jack Doyle. The Colts. Dwayne Allen is out, and he was underwhelming. Jack Doyle's the man now. Virgil Green and the Denver Broncos. Lance Kendricks, Los Angeles Rams. I know this is one where people are going to be like, if you're really desperate, it's a little deeper down as a streaming pick. But he's been, he's had some moments. I know it's the Rams, but if you need a tight end to plug in for the week, those are your waiver wire pickups right there. And I know we're going to talk about some oldie but goodie Xbox games, but I guess we'll do that next week. I mean, Obi and I do a good job derailing ourselves, but then IBLoud joined, and we were like 3 times as derailed. We were a professional train wreck.
No, it was awesome. I enjoyed having her. I missed her. I was talking about her a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken, to Blades, and just be like, man, I wonder what she's doing lately. And then she's there, and I'm like, awesome. But then it was just the mic. I mean, I hope she comes back, but her mic just needs to.
I'll talk to her. I'll play the clip. She'll see it for herself. Be like, damn, that's me. But folks, next week we'll catch up on TV, talk some more about Arrow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Gotham, Westworld, a show I don't think we mentioned yet, which is worth checking out. Lucifer, Van Helsing, Halt and Catch Fire. Lots of great TV shows to watch right now. Exorcist, American Horror Story. Jesus, there's a lot of TV.
Dude,
Z Nation.
Lucifer is killing it right now.
Oh, I know. Don't sleep on Z Nation, though. That's such a good show. And shout out to Craig Engler, who's someone that actually responds on Twitter, is always willing to go on a podcast. Just a really cool guy. Met him at a convention. Like, whenever he does panels, he's always willing to talk with the fans. Like, that's a true producer. He loves what he's doing and loves the community. Nintendo, take notes. This is how you build a brand and build a community. Get people to care what he's doing. Yep, Nintendo's going to pull my video now. Lols. Nintendo, we love you, but come on. Play nice with others. And we'll talk next week also about all the games that we're coming back to. Like Star Wars Battlefront. Still fun. Overwatch. Not just Xbox One. We'll talk about PC too, but mostly Xbox One. Dusting out some games. Hashtag the dust off.
A lot of it is like Star Wars Battlefront, for instance, has kind of fallen off a little bit to where not as many, the hype is not there as much. People aren't talking to it about it. I mean, people are still playing it, don't get me wrong, but it's still the same price. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to pay that much for the game that's been out that really nobody's playing. I just want to grab it for a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
Because I actually enjoyed the beta. But
check the physical prices. Don't look at digital. Digital, is the pricing, the depreciation on digital is so shit. It's such a ripoff. I bet you if you look at physical, you're going to find deals. Because like at under $30, I would say Star Wars Battlefront is a no-brainer. Unless you'd
Right.
rather just jump on the hot newness and get like Battlefield 1, which effectively is the same experience, just a different universe. You know, something to consider maybe. Are you thinking about it now? Let me check it. I'm gonna check the price real quick. Yeah,
No,
Xbox
I'm
One,
good.
Star Wars Battlefront, $17.69. That's why you go physical. Cause digital,
Maybe I'll go pick that up or something here. 'cause
Jesus
I
Christ.
actually,
the digital code, $60. How does that make sense? Why is there such a huge gap? This is what I mean. Digital could suck a dick. I'm sorry. That drives me so nuts. That's for under $20, man. It's a great palate cleanser. Cause I mean, the you just see lasers flying all over the place and things exploding. It's just madness, and you're gonna die a lot. And there's probably not much strategy or skill involved, but it's fun as fuck. And you have the Star Wars music. It's all epic, freaking A-wings and X-wings and fucking ATs and madness. It's just Ewoks running in the trees like, man, you know, it's crazy.
you are an idiot.
And I don't even have any of the expansions, and I need to get them because like they have an expansion now where there's like a starship battle and all this crazy shit. Like, oh my god, like the game's already crazy as it is. I can only imagine like having those epic space battles. And there's so many modes. You can play the hero modes and the the dog fights and the 12-player modes, the 40-player modes, dude. There's a lot of stuff there. It's a different type of shooter. I know like now people are like, well, Battlefield was coming out, but this is why I want to talk about the oldie but goodies, because everybody's like, oh, you're getting Gears 4, you're getting Battlefield 1, but it's like there's plenty of games to play now. The Division, I'm still playing Dark Souls 2, Overwatch, a little game I may have mentioned before, Rainbow Six Siege, Diablo 3, Warframe, Neverwinter. Hell, I'll even give some love to Destiny and GTA 5 as much as I should on them. GTA 5 needs to go down in price. Of course, one of my all-time favorites, Heroes of the Storm. There's so many great games to go back to. There's no shortage of games to play as far as I'm concerned. The question is making the time for them.
No, there's way too many to play. Like, and I'm finding for like myself, you know, being able to want to play, like I have time for maybe 2 games. Like literally. Yes, I know you said it. Oh, it's going to get you. Yeah, I have time for like WoW because I'm a main tank in the raid. So I mean, I have to be there certain nights and everything like that. But then I need to farm on certain nights to get that little, variation of a piece of gear or, whatever, to make sure that my guy is exactly that highest that he can be for progression. Because gear drop sucks. I mean, well, the way we're doing it kind of sucks. Gear drop sucks.
And see, that makes me think, and I know we're going to wrap up here, but makes me think of the Division. There's a lot of people that hate on that game, but that game looks
I don't
beautiful.
not like it. Okay? I think it is a decent game. But it's something that, like, there's so many people that I was able to play with. I'll get on and play it. Definitely. But it's something to where I have to say, okay, I'm not going to play anything else like this in this game. And then it's like I have to be on at a certain time. I need to be off. And I can do it a couple times. Not a lot of people want to deal with that.
Well, that's the thing about it. The Division is like an MMO where your typical MMO, you can't really drop in and play for an hour. Realistically, you're not gonna get shit done in an hour in an MMO.
Well, no, I'm saying, but like that's what I'm saying, but like a night to where like do the weeklies and stuff like, because I know there's like dailies and there's weeklies, but like just to get on with friends and say we're gonna do the weeklies together, or just go do one night full of, or a full session, which is for me a session is 6 hours plus. Well, not anymore. It's about 4 hours plus, but it's something to where I'm going to do a whole session. This is the one game that I'm going to play tonight. I'm not going to switch around and play 16 different games. I'm going to play one game tonight because then I can really get into it. Like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I know that's raid night, but at 10 o'clock. So I can do something prior. You know, it's now, I have a little bit of extra time now before those raids to where if I do what I need to do throughout the week on here and get on a couple hours every day and just, do a couple instances or do a couple mythics and, do whatever, I'll be fine for the raids. So then I can spend time with Missy, and I can keep her happy at the same time, as well as try to do as much as I possibly can to create content for my YouTube channel. So it's all that point of where I'm trying to make sure I get out, a certain amount of videos every week. And so I have to play. I have to do different things. If it's one game, that's fine. But I need to have, if we're gonna play, like, let me know, like, hey, dude, this Friday night or this Saturday night, we're going to play this. Okay,
folks,
I'm game.
This is why we have a Facebook
anything.
group.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, because you don't want to do pugs.
Next time? No, I don't. No, and I won't. And this is what I'll do. Next time when I want to.
Not.
And next time, what I'll tell you, dude, and it'll be me messaging you on Facebook and you getting everybody else because they're all on your friends list, not mine, for some reason. But me messaging you guys on Facebook saying, hey guys, if anybody wants to play, we're going to do this on Friday night or this on this night at this time, and we're going to play for 4 or 5 hours. So like it's a full session. And when I say it, you guys know it's a session, 4+ hours. And that means we're going to do everything, whether we got to do the dailies, whether we're going to do the weeklies, whether we're going to just go and beat the hell out of people in the dark zone. Whatever. That's what we can do. But I have to get it to where I got to schedule stuff. If I don't, then I'm restricted to what I know I'm going to play each, and not really set anything up with multiple people because I'm running out of time.
Yep. And that's the biggest problem with Division right now is people dropping off in the middle of end game activity, and you can't do it down a man, and it won't let you pick up another player, so you're screwed. Really bad. Don't do that, folks.
Right. Well, and I don't want to do that either. I don't want to sit there and go, hey guys, we can play. Now emergencies happen, things happen. You can't. There's nothing you can do about it. But when it comes down to it, where I know guaranteed that my son is at his grandma's house or at my mom's house, my wife's doing something with one of her team members with her business, and I'm by myself, like I'm here and I can play. I mean, if I can't play for more than 4 hours, like I said, or if I can't say, hey, how long? I have an hour and a half. Oh, we can do this in an hour and a half. Okay. But I don't do that. Can't. I hate people that do that run into there at the last minute and be like, yeah, we're going to do this, and we're like halfway through, or we're at a boss, and he's almost did. Oh, sorry, guys, got to go, and then leaves. Like, did your parents know you're playing or something?
Yeah, if you have a time constraint, don't play the Division or any MMO.
So we'll set up a schedule for things like this because I need to get some content. Of course, like I said, for the YouTube page, I'm plugging myself, but why not? But anywhere else, you guys can find me at TSE Obi-Wan on Twitter, TSE Obi-Wan on Instagram. Come follow me, guys. I got one. We're active. And, of course, make sure you guys check it out on YouTube, TSE Obi-Wan Kenobi, space between the Obi-Wan and Kenobi. We'll see you guys there. Hopefully we're going to be putting some more, getting the blogs back going up again. And, again, with being so scheduled, my life is like the same thing every single day until we get the organization going up and running. So we'll see what happens. But come see me, guys. Come follow me. Come wish me well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You guys can even check that on Facebook. Facebook. Damn, I think it's TSE Obi-Wan. Bobo. B-O-B-O. I don't know.
Yeah,
something like that.
No idea.
Anyway.
Bo.
Right. We'll set something up, and if you guys want to play, definitely join us or sign up. So we can try to set stuff up with multiple, groups of people, such as all the games we were talking about with like even when we were playing, advanced. And what's the name of this game? I forgot already.
Infinite Warfare, I believe. Infinite Shenanigans.
Sorry, dude. Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Shenanigans.
I play it on Xbox. 9 times out of 10, Blades will play it on PS4 because of the team, but he's gonna try to fuck up his controller skills by playing it with me on Xbox. So you guys can join us there too. Yeah. What about you, Yogi?
I'm YogiZilla everywhere, and Tumblr, Xbox Live, Twitter, all that good stuff. And don't forget to check us out, the community, the gang, Geeky Antics Network. Everybody there, our independent contributors, all the crazy folks that are part of our team. YouTube.com/Geeky Antics. And of course, we have the Geeky Antics Twitch channel. We're Geeky Antics on Facebook. Make sure you plug into our community. GeekyAntics.net. Make sure you're there. We have forums. We got a schedule there, a podcast feed. Tons of information, tons of ways to connect. You can even private message or public message people. You share your YouTube videos there or Twitch stuff, all that stuff. It's very social. It's a very social-enabled site. And yeah, if you find me at Xbox Live, I'll probably be playing Rainbow Six Siege. I'm kind of addicted to that game. And it's been an on and off affair, but right now, this is like the time where I'm like super in love with it. Like, I've always loved it, but now it's like, damn, like, I look at other games and I'm like, damn, everything looks like shit compared to this game.
Right. Fatal, what about you? Where can they find you at?
Fatal disappeared.
Well, for the most part, a lot of things right now are still branded under the F8TL Blades name. So F8TL Blades on Twitter, F8TL_Blades on Twitch TV. But it's about to be making a large jump over to TSC Blades. I think I'm about to start working on branding up my TSC Blades a little bit more and doing that. So look for headway to be made on both and maybe a little bit more coming out of the TSC Blades side of things. Prepare for that, folks.
Word. Obi got quiet now. Well, folks.
Guys.
There you go.
Yeah, fuck it. Guys, we do want to let you guys know HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you can listen to or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com, Google Play, Music, iTunes. Let me try that again. Allgames.com, Google Play Music, iTunes, Player FM, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio. Check them all out. We're there. Please take a minute to thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, and share. Even better, we'd love some comments and reviews, guys. Yogi eats them up like dinner, like a wolf on a lamb. Huge thanks to everyone who's been promoting our content. We appreciate it. You guys like eye candy? We have that as well on YouTube. Right here on youtube.com/Geeky Antics. And, of course, here on twitch.tv/Geeky Antics. You can check out the highlight of it. Here on Geeky Antics Network, in collaboration with All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows that we cover with a wide spectrum of topics. We can't possibly plug them all. So for your full podcast lineup, you guys can go to geekyantics.net/schedule. You can also see some of our flagship shows on our Twitch and profile and aggregate feed over at geekyantics.net/podcasts. Don't forget, guys, the intro and outro is brought to you royalty-free by TechnoX. That's Techno with a K, technox.com for all your royalty-free music needs. You guys are listening to us on allgames.com. The Today Pixel Live Power Ranking show is up, followed by Knuckleball Radio at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's on Thursday. Be sure to hang out in the chat by clicking the live or the chat button and just say hi. If they don't say hi back, say hi again. Say hi until they say hi back. Maybe it'll be one of us. That's it, guys. Remember to go check out the B-Team podcast at Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, that is over at All Games Radio Network. We love you guys. So we went next to YogiZilla Of course,
Woo.
Fatal Blades. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Later, taters.